Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai, Bole Baba Ki Jai. In our last discourse, we heard about the Divine Mother, Chandika Mahamaya, destroying the two demon warriors who were named Baskala and Durmukha. We'll go on to chapter 14. Vedavyasa said, hearing the death news of Durmukha and Baskala, Mahisa became blind with anger and began to utter repeatedly to the demons, "Oh, what is this? What is this? Alas, that delicate woman has slain in battle the two heroes, Durmukha and Baskala. Lo, now look at the wonderful workings of the fate of the Daiva. It is acts, virtuous or otherwise, that make men dependent, and the powerful time awards pleasure or pain accordingly. The two powerful demons are killed. What are we to do hereafter? You all judge and say what is reasonable at this critical juncture." When the powerful Mahisa said thus, his general, Chiksura, the great warrior, spoke as follows. "O king, why are you so anxious as to take away the life of a delicate woman? I will kill her." Thus saying, he departed for battle, mounted on his chariot, accompanied by his army. The powerful Tamra accompanied him as his attendant. The sky and all the quarters became filled with the clamor of their vast army. The auspicious Devi Bhagavati saw them before her, and she made an extraordinary, wonderful sound with her conch shell, with her bowstring, and with her great bell. The demons heard that and trembled and fled, speaking amongst each other, "What is this?" The demons, Shiksursa, the warrior leader, seeing them turning their backs, told them very angrily, "O demons, what fear has now overcome you? I will slay today that vain woman in the battle with arrows, so you should quit your fear and remain steady in battle." Thus saying, the Danava chieftain Chiksura came fearlessly before the Devi with bows and arrows in his hands, and accompanied by his army, angrily spoke thus. "O thou of large and broad eyes, why are you roaring to terrify the weak persons? O the soft-limbed one, I have heard all about your deeds, yet I am not a bit afraid of you. O one of beautiful eyes, it is a matter of disgrace, rather sin, to kill a woman. Knowing this, my heart wants to pass over this act." O beautiful one, the women fight with their side glances and amorous gestures, but I have never heard of a woman like you coming to fight with arms and weapons. Even the delicate flowers cause pain on the bodies of a beautiful woman like you, so it is not advisable to fight against you with flowers even, what to speak of sharpened arrows. Fie on those who spend their life according to the Satra Dharma. Oh, who can praise that Dharma which allows the dear body of ours to be pierced by sharpened arrows? This dear body is nourished by sweet food, by being smeared with oil, and by smelling the scents of beautiful flowers. Ought then one to destroy it by arrows from an enemy? Men get their bodies pierced by arrows and then become rich. Now it is possible for the riches to get pleasure afterwards when they cause such pain in the beginning. Even if this be so, fie on those riches, O beautiful one. It seems you are not intelligent. Why have you desired to fight instead of to enjoy sexual pleasures? O beautiful, what merits have you found in the battle that you have chosen this? Where you see the action of the axes and spears striking each other with clubs and hurling of sharpened arrows and weapons, and where then death comes, jackals come and feed upon the dead bodies. What merits have you been able to trace out of these things? It is only those cunning poets that praise these. They say that those who die in battle Go to heaven, O beautiful. Thus saying are no doubt mere flatteries. Therefore, O excellent one, go away anywhere else you like, or accept this king Mahisa, the tormentor of the Devas, as your husband. The demon speaking thus, the divine mother addressed him thus. O dull-witted one, why are you speaking false words having no significance, like a literary man giving out mere words only? You do not know anything of politics, ethics, metaphysics. You serve the illiterate and stupid. Therefore you are also a first-class illiterate. You do not know what are the royal duties. Then what are you speaking before me? I will kill this Mahasur in battle, make the soil muddy with his blood, thus establish firmly my pillar of fame, and then go happily to my abode. Surely will I slay that vain vicious demon, the tormentor of the demons, of the Devas. Better fight steadily. O dull-witted one, better go to Patala with all the demons, if you and Mahisa desire to live any longer. And if you like to go unto death, then be ready and fight without any delay. I will slay you all. This is my firm resolve. Hearing the Devi's words, the demon, proud of his own strength, began to hurl instantly on her showers of arrows as if another shower of rain burst upon her. The Devi cut off those arrows into pieces by her sharp arrows and shot at him dreadful arrows like poisonous snakes. Then their fight became astounding to the public. The Divine Mother then struck him with her club so much that he fell down from his chariot. That vicious demon, thus struck by her club, remained senseless near to his chariot for 2 minutes, fixed like a mountain. Tamra, the tormentor of the foes, seeing him thus, could not remain steady and came forward to fight with Chandika. The Devi, seeing him, laughed and said, O demon, come, I will instantly send you unto death. Or what is the use of your coming? You are so weak that you can be called lifeless. What is it that stupid Mahisa doing now? Is he thinking out the way to save his life? You all are too weak, no use in killing you. All my labors will go in vain if that wicked Mahisa, the enemy of the gods, be not slain. Therefore do you go to your home and send here your king. I am staying here in this form in which that wicked one likes very much to see me. Hearing her words, Tamra became very angry, and drawing his bow up to his ear, began to hurl arrows after arrows on Chandika Devi. The Bhagavati too had her eyes reddened with anger, and drawing her bow, began to shoot arrows quickly at the demon, wishing to kill as early as possible the enemy of the gods. In the meanwhile, Chiksura regained his senses, and taking up again his bow, in an instant came before the Devi. Then Chiksura and Tamara, the two valiant warriors, began to fight dreadfully with the Devi. Mahamaya then became very angry and began to hurl arrows so incessantly that all the armors of the demons became pierced and were cut down to pieces. The demons, thus pierced by arrows, became infuriated with anger and hurled angrily a network of arrows upon the Devi. The demons, thus struck with sharp arrows and filled with cuts and wounds, looked like the red kimsuki flower in the spring. The fight then grew so severe between Tamra and Bhagavati that the seers, the Devas, were all struck with wonder. Tamra struck at the head of the lion with his dreadful hard club made of iron, and laughed and shouted out loud. Seeing him thus pacificating, the Devi became angry and cut off his head by her sharp axe in no time. The head being thus severed from the body of Tamra, though headless for a moment, he turned around and then fell down on the ground dead. The powerful Chiksura, seeing Tamra thus falling down, instantly took up his axe and ran after Chandika. Seeing Chiksura with the axe in his hand, the Bhagavati quickly shot at him 5 arrows. With one arrow his axe was cut down. With the second arrow his hands were cut, and with the remaining ones his head was severed from his body. Thus, when the two cruel demons were slain, their soldiers soon fled away in terror in all directions. The Devas were exceedingly glad at their downfall and showered gladly flowers from the sky and uttered shouts of victory to the Devi. The Rishis, Gandharvas, the Vitalas, the cities, the Karanas were all very glad and began to utter repeatedly, O goddess, victory, victory be yours. Here ends the 14th chapter of the 5th book on the killing of Tamara and Chiksura in the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, the Mahapurana of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Harakandashvari Mata ki jai, Vishveshwari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.